Hello, welcome to another up close video. So today's one is looking at another brand new tool from Nuvo, from Tonic Studios, and it is the Nuvo Embellishment Tool, which is their version of like a sticky pickup tool. It's a really cute little dinky tool, you know, that's always useful, because I mean I do tend to just like press on a sequin and pick it up with my finger, but I know that can be difficult for people, so this little tool is going to be a lifesaver. And it comes in a little cellophane packet, tells you what it is on the back of it so that you know exactly what it is. And then look how beautiful it is. I love Nuvo's packaging and design for all of their products. It always just looks so elegant and beautiful, and they've really thought about what it looks like as well as the functionality of it too. So it's a really lovely tool. Not that I've tried it yet though. I've been waiting until this video to actually try it out with you so that we can see exactly how good it is, and I've got multiple different Tonic things to test. To see how well it picks up sequins, confetti, gems of different sizes, even these little mini Prills that Tonic had as well, and also pre-made Nuvo drops and little die cuts as well, just to really see how well this works. I'm not 100% sure how much it is, although a lot of the other tools that Nuvo have, like the spoon and stuff, they're usually about £5, so I presume it'll be in that kind of ballpark area. But look how dinky it is, it's so sweet. And one of the, I've never had one of these tools before, a sticky pickup tool. I did try one of those pencils, you know, you sharpen the pencils and you're supposed to be able to pick stuff up with it, but my one was really rubbish. The core in the middle of it was just like crumbling, so I think I had a faulty one. But anyway, I've never actually properly had one of these tools, so it's really nice to actually get to try one, and this looks like a really good one compared to some of the others I've seen. This one's got a really nice point on the end of it, and it's also really easy to clean as well. You can just use a baby wipe or soapy water to clean off the end of it, and then just leave it to air dry and it'll be as good as new again as well. And you can see it's got such a fine tip on there too, so hopefully we can really pick up some tiny little embellishments and really precisely place them as well, which I'm looking forward to. And one of the other great things, I don't know if this is true of other tools, like other brands of these kind of tools, but they've actually made it so that the lid fits really firmly onto the back end of it as well, so it kind of actually makes it longer. It is quite a small little tool without the, or like with the lid on the end of it, it's actually 4¼ inches or 11 centimeters, so it is quite a small little tool. But if you put the lid on the end, it actually extends the length of it, so it's you know, it fits in your hand really nicely. And I love that the lid is securely on there, because sometimes you have tools and you have a lid to it and then you have to take it off, but there's nowhere to put it on the back of it, or if there is, it kind of falls off all the time, and you end up losing it. And then in this case, you definitely don't want to lose it, because it means you're going to have to keep cleaning the end of it all the time from all of the debris that it's picked up. So it's great to have a really secure place to put the cap whilst you're using it, so that you know that it's there, so you can put it back on the end of it. So let's have a look and test this and see how good it is. So I've got multiple different Nuvo things, like I said. I've got really fine confetti kind of sequiny things. So these are some of their butterflies. These ones I've noticed in the past are very like thin. They're really sort of sheer thin plastic, so I thought we'd test those. I also wanted to test the minute little peach circles. There's also a red version of these tiny ones too, so they're even spilling out of my pot as I open it, so that'll be good to pick some of those up, because they are really tiny. I mean, look how small they are. And if we can use a tool to precisely place something like this, then it's definitely going to be a winner. Then I've got some of their little blossoms here as well, because I thought they're quite a nice one that you would want to scatter across your card. So it's quite nice to know if this tool is going to be good for picking those tiny little flowers up. I don't know if you can even see that they're flowers from that far away. They are little tiny flowers. And then I've also got Sequins. So these are the pink Tutu ones, which actually come in 3 different sizes. So I've got one of each size out there as well, so we can try all of those. I've got some of the Nuvo Gemstones because I thought not only would you want a tool that can pick up tiny things, but you might want it to be able to pick up heavier things as well. I think it will definitely pick up the smallest size of the heart, but I thought it would be nice to try and see if it can go up to the bigger sizes. And there's obviously lots of different shapes within the Nuvo gems as well. There's 8 different ones, so it should work. They're all sort of relatively similar sizes to the heart one, so I thought it'd be good just to show that. Then these are the little Nuvo Prills that came out to go with the flower dies, so I thought it would be interesting to see how well it would pick up something that is like a little spherical embellishment. And then I have also got some pre-made Nuvo drops, because I think it's going to be really useful for this kind of thing as well, because it's really nice to pre-make your Nuvo drops, because it means that you can put them across 2 different levels of a surface on your card, and they're not going to go weird shaped because they've sort of fallen across a join of 2 different types of material, which is really nice. So I'll just get a few little ones out, maybe different sizes. There we go. That should be good. So we've got plenty of things to test. So what should we start with? Oh, I've also got these as well. This is little circle die cuts that came out of one of the panels on the watering can dies when I was doing those. They're actually quite big in comparison, but I thought little die cuts, it's always nice to know if you can place little die cuts really nicely as well. So should we start off with the smallest thing? So I'm going to use the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive that I've put one of the fine tip nozzles on from a woodware bottle. Just because these things are so tiny, we're going to want a tiny bit of glue to be able to stick them onto. So we can put some tiny little dots down here. There's a bit of clog in there. Tiny little dots, just so that we've got something to stick these onto. I'll do a few so we've got plenty to go with the other sequins as well, and the other confettis. Okay, I think you can see those. Might have to zoom in a bit closer. Sorry if my camera makes a weird noise when I'm zoomed in really close. It tries to focus and you can hear like a background noise. Hopefully you can't hear it too much. Right, so let's try these tiny little peach circles. They are so minute, so it should definitely pick it up. Yep, perfect to pick that up. You can see that on there. And then let's see if it lets go when we place it. Perfect. What other way? I mean, I could maybe do that with my finger, but it wouldn't be as precise as you want it to. You can just about do it, but it's definitely much, much easier and less stressful to just pick these up and place them down. Wouldn't that look nice as like a polka dot background? This would be such a simple way to get them perfectly placed onto little dots of glue. I'm really glad it works really well for tiny embellishments like that. I mean, it would take me much longer to have placed them all just by hand, not using a tool. And also, when you do place them by hand, obviously your finger's quite big. You would probably squish into all of the rest of the glue that's out there as well and make a mess. So that's definitely good for that. Then we've got these tiny little butterflies. It picks up them nicely. See, these are like a finer, sort of thinner plastic. So, oh, let's go that way. There we go. They work perfectly. Perfect for sticking the little butterflies down. Okay, let's try the blossoms. They're kind of like a slightly thicker than the butterflies, but they're slightly thinner than the peach circles. But obviously they're also a bit bigger, but it picks that up really nicely and puts them down really nicely too, because sometimes tools like this can grip to things, and you can see I'm actually like tapping twice to get it to stay in and it's not picking it back off the glue, so that's really nice to know. So really perfect for all these tiny little sequins and confettis. I'm sorry if you can hear building noises as well. I was trying to do it while the builders were at lunch, but they must have come back. Okay, so we've got a few more little dots of glue out there, slightly bigger this time because we're working onto bigger embellishments. But let's try Nuvo drops. So these, oh, I don't know if you can see them. We've got 3 little pre-made Nuvo drops in different red tones. So we'll see how well, oh, okay, it's maybe struggling a teeny bit. They're quite heavy. Oh no, it's alright. If you go further on the side, that's actually really good. Okay, might need more glue in that one's case. But there we go. It does pick up pre-made Nuvo drops. It's not going to like stick to this more or anything. It does pick them up really nicely. Then let's try these little Prills. So these are the, that label's over the other label, but it says mini Prills on there. I don't know if you can see the LLS on the end. And this is the Berry Nice colour. But they're kind of like micro beads, but they're all different sizes. So let's see. Oh, okay, a little bit trickier to pick up. Oh no, if you do it on the side, it's much easier to pick up on the side. And it does let go of them really nicely. Oh, that's really useful. Because I'm thinking these, especially because it's called Berry, would be really nice for little holly berries, to do some really fine detail and sticking little holly berries down. So you can use it for things like that. So it should work for micro beads as well. I mean, imagine being able to place individual micro beads. That's crazy. So let's add a little bit more glue to these dots because we're using slightly bigger things again. And I'll add some bigger blobs here for those gems that we're going to try too. So if it's something that's really tiny, it seems to be picking it up with the tiny little point is perfect. But if it's something a bit bigger, like one of these Nuvo drops or a gem, we want to push on the side more. So let's go with these little die cuts, and that works really nicely. Oh, that's really good. And it's not leaving like any residue on the little die cuts either. So you don't have to worry about it leaving a mark on your cardstock. It's really, I mean, it's just silicone, so it's not really going to leave any impressions on there. Then let's try the different sized sequins. So in one of these multi-sized sets, you tend to get these 3 sizes, or sometimes they do packs that just have one size, and it's usually the largest size or the smallest size. So let's try the smallest one. That works really well. And you can see, again, I can actually like tap all over it to make sure it's stuck down. And it's not picking the sequin back up, it's leaving it on the glue, which is brilliant. So we can actually like keep poking it to get it into position. That's really good. Okay, so sequins are brilliant. And then the final thing I wanted to test were the Nuvo Gemstones. So I've got the 3 different hearts here. Let's go with the smallest one. So I'm pushing on the side, and that is picking it up really nicely. And we can put it on and then turn it round as well to get it in the perfect position. And then the middle size might struggle. No, it's picked it up. And we can move it around to get it where we want it. And then the biggest one, I don't know if it'll pick this up. But, oh wow, okay. That is really good then. It even picks up really large, heavy gemstones. So you can go from this tiddly little bit of confetti right down here to massive gemstones, and it picks up all of them perfectly and places them down really nicely as well. And even embellishments that you've made yourself as well, it works with, and little die cuts, like 3D spherical objects, sequins, gemstones, all these tiny little confettis as well. So really, I'm really impressed with this. I've really never tried one of these kind of tools before, but I am really impressed with this. So I hope you enjoyed this little up-close video looking at the new Nuvo Embellishment Tool. That should be available on the website as soon as this video is live. And I'll make sure there's links for it below the video in case you're interested. It's also, I presume it's going to have a relatively low price point of like £5 or something. So it's a good thing to sort of add into your basket to make it up so you get the free shipping as well. And don't forget, there's also loads of Black Friday or Cyber Monday or all sorts of sales going on at the moment on the Tonic websites too that you should check out, see if you can grab any bargains as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this up close video. I hope it gave you a little bit of an insight into different bits and pieces you might be able to use this tool with. And I know a lot of you do find these tools useful because you see me using my fingers in videos and you're like, you do know you can get a tool to do that, to pick things up easily. So I'm very happy to have one of these now, and it's not too big to sort of have just in front of you, like resting on the edge of your glass cutting mat as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye!